Hey Steve, thanks for finally showing up. Now, about the top guys, the ones who are getting laid off.
Listen, last year Apple lost $1 billion. I don't even know how that's possible. You were 90 days from being insolvent. I had 3 different accountants to explain it to me. The whole place has to be streamlined.
Then start with two of the accountants.
I started with the Apple II team because we don't make that anymore.
Just acknowledge the top guys.
Have a mimosa and relax.
You are not blowing me off right now. The top guys have developed.
There are no top guys. In the Apple II team, there are no top guys. There are the B players, and the B players discourage the A players. And I want the A players at Apple and not at Dell.
They are not B players, and I'm a better judge of that than you are.
Less than 90 days from insolvency because someone thought the Newton was in the box of garbage.
The Newton, I'm talking about the Apple II.
And shit, a little box of garbage while I was gone.
The Apple II isn't just an important part of this company's history, it's an important part of the history of personal computing.
For a time.
The least you can do is if you're gonna downsize people,
They are going to live in the biggest houses of anyone on the unemployment line.
is to acknowledge them. Just acknowledge them and the Apple II in this launch.
This is a new beast.
This whole place was built by the Apple II. You were built by the Apple II.
As a matter of fact, I was destroyed by the Apple II and its open system because hackers and hobbyists decide to build ham radios or something and destroyed Apple while you decided to spend all the money and produced 0 new products.
The Newton.
The little box of garbage. You guys made the Newton and you want people to know that? This is a product launch, not a luncheon. And the least thing I want to do is to connect that to the iMac.
To the only successful product this company has ever made. I'm sorry to be blunt, but that happens to be the truth. The Lisa was a failure. The Macintosh was a failure. And I'm tired of being Ringo when I know I was John.
Everybody loves Ringo.
And I'm tired of being patronized by you.
You think Sean became John by winning a raffle was? You think he tricked someone or hit George Harrison on his head? He was John because he was John.
He was John because he wrote Ticket to Ride and I wrote the Apple II.
You made a beautiful board, which in fact you were going to sell it for free. So don't tell me that you built Apple. Because if it weren't for me, then you would be the easiest A at Homestead High School.
These people live and die by your praise. And here's your chance to acknowledge that something good happened when you weren't in the room.
No.
Just do it. It's the right thing to do.
Sorry. But no.
Alright, then let me put it another way. I don't believe there's a man who's done more for the democratization of personal computing than I have. Yet you still don't seem to have any respect for me. Now why is that?
I'd at least consider the possibility that it's because you never had any for me.
Well then, thanks for your time.
You came half an inch away from putting this company out of business. Now who do I see about that? I'm letting you keep your job. That's a pass.
You know, when people used to ask me what the difference was between me and Steve Jobs, I'd say Steve is the big picture guy and I'm more of a solid workbench. When people ask me the difference now, I just say Steve's an asshole. Sorry, but the products you make are better than you are, brother.
That's the idea, brother. And knowing that, that's the difference.
It's not binary. You can be decent and gifted at the same time.